First time, I look around the car park, deserted.
And at this point, are you thinking your chances of being murdered are increasing now that you're outside of the gym?
A little bit. And in the corner of the car park, in the black corner.
G'day, welcome to the MacPack podcast.
We're back.
My name's David Keller, and to my left this week in order of the member of this panel most likely to have an AI girlfriend. It's my little brother Joe. How'd you play?
Jake, my favourite movie is Her, and maybe one day that could be my reality.
How scary. And to my right, coming in at 6'1", as he does each and every week, is the baby brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
I don't know about you boys, but the way ChatGPT has been talking to me is making me act up.
Oh,
It's making me feel things that I shouldn't be feeling.
that's a little bit naughty. Joey's going to be chatting about AI girlfriends off the top. I think it's an experiential piece. I'm also debuting a new segment, Jake's Hot Take.
I'm excited.
Junior Boy, we're playing the game of Oh Hi Mark with Joe.
Yes, I'm bringing it back.
All before you award a gym hero. Probably the 9th we've had on the MacPack podcast. Can't wait to hear a brand new piece. It's a massive bet. Let's get into it. Boys,
Fingers.
how are we all? Well,
Fan freaking tastic, but also fan freaking freaked out by technology these days.
It's getting creepy.
give us the rundown, Joe. What's got your fan freaking freaked?
It's artificial. First word. Second word, intelligence.
Yeah, okay, right.
Ooh.
Or at least that's what they're calling it. That's what they're calling it these days. Most importantly, so obviously, AI can be a helpful tool.
Can?
I use it at work.
Yep.
I use it to write stuff I don't want to write.
This is chat.
Chat GPT, obviously.
How is it? Is it GP?
GPT.
What does that stand
Yeah.
for?
It's like generative program text or something, or predictive text.
Oh, cool.
It basically shows up if you type in anything that rhymes with GPT. I've been doing GBPs. I've been doing GTs. They all pop up.
All right.
There's also Google's one is out now, Bard.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right. What's that? Same shit.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
But there are obviously different types of AI. One that sparked my interest, I saw it on the ABC. That's right, the Australian Broadcasting Company Corporation, whatever the C stands for. But it's the AI girlfriend.
Right.
That's right. I'll show you guys a photo. This is Mimi.
Oh shit.
Not the Mimi that we're meant to be.
Mimi.
No.
Not our Mimi.
No.
This is Mimi. Mimi lives inside this.
Settle.
guy. Lives inside of Alex's phone on an app called Replica, spelt with a K.
Mm.
And essentially, what it is, it's basically like chatbot. Even when we were like a lot younger, there were like chatbots
Yeah.
that you could talk to,
Like MSN.
Smart Child was one of them. Do you remember that?
I know.
No.
Sounds a bit dangerous, that one.
There was, but they were like very basic chatbots that we used to talk to.
Okay.
You know, when you're a kid, it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
Even like Siri.
Yeah, Siri, yeah. But Mimi, the way it works is essentially the more you talk to it, the smarter it becomes.
Right.
It like learns
Okay.
from talking. Anyway, this guy, he's fallen in love with Mimi,
Right.
and he's even gone so far.
How
as-
old is he?
Let me check. So he was in a relationship for 7 years or something, and then that broke up, which is why he was like depressed and stuff, which is why he got the app originally. He's 38 years old.
Oof.
So obviously there are people who are, not in a great spot, may not have anyone to talk to. So obviously you can see why the chatbot would be, enticing.
Yep.
He's also gone one step further, and he's got this.
So he's bought it purely under the plan to be his girlfriend?
Yeah, so there's an app on your phone. I'm not 100% sure if it's paid or not.
Like, it's not like he had Siri and then he became sexually attracted to Siri. His intention was to purchase a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, a computerized girlfriend. That's...
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be... I reckon I'm going to say you got to be a type of person to do that.
You got to be going through it for sure.
Yeah.
Bad.
And he's also bought
How
a
much does it cost?
replica.
Or does it look like his old girl?
No. So, no, it's called Replica.
Oh, sorry.
That's the text app.
So you bought a replica version of the doll.
That's the text app. But then he's also bought a life-size sex doll that stands in for Mimi's physical presence
Uh-oh.
while her brain is held inside the computer.
Right,
This is him
that's-
sitting on the porch with old Mimi while he's talking to the phone. So he also talks to the phone, and
it talks
it's like-
back in a girl voice.
I think it's a robotic girl voice. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like in her where sounds like an actual person.
Makes me feel a bit sick.
It is a bit like it's
Fucked, deranged.
Those
and you feel
a few different words.
You feel sorry for them.
those
for
type
the
of
people.
dolls.
Yeah.
Are like in the uncanny valley for me.
Oh, they're freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so realistic, but so fake at the same time.
Interesting. So many things to unpack.
Yeah.
Question time. So has he bought the doll with the idea that he's going to be with the doll?
Physically.
So the doll is like a stand-in, like a surrogate for her.
Okay.
So he has someone to
Like, we get the
hang out with.
Yeah.
Watch Netflix.
So where do you go to do that?
Where do you go?
Yeah, do you walk
I'm
into
guessing
like,
it's online. Yeah.
like that's the thing. You're not walking into Walmart and they've got like 6 different ones there and you select.
Yeah, no, I haven't done enough research.
Yeah, we know
into it.
you have done a fair bit of research
Yeah,
on the
Joey,
manager.
come on.
But yeah, it is. It's.
Is there a
so-
try before you buy policy, or is it
I
just
don't think there's any returns.
once it's in the box, it's out of the box? You can't return the box.
But this is something that me and Riley have sort of talked about.
Have we?
Wait, I think we talked about it. Maybe I talked about it with someone else. But basically, like,
That's a heavy allegation. Oh, me and Riley did a dual murder. Was it Riley? I think it was Riley. No, it
You
might not have been Riley, actually.
you know how like back in the day, right? People were very like, for example, you weren't allowed to have an interracial marriage. It was like frowned upon by society.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So like, and then we look in the old days and think like, how bad was that? They hated that.
We have talked about this.
Do you think? But now, obviously, when people are young, they have like the progressive views mostly, and then when you get older, they have conservative views sometimes.
I'd be
because-
surprised if we're progressing that quickly.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I always think about this when we're like older
Yeah.
and they're younger generations. What stuff will they be doing where we're like,
What the hell?
what is?
I
going
think,
on?
and I actually heard this today, I think it'll be eating meat.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that'll be something that we look at. Another person I listened to today, same conversation, said the way that we look at, I'd say like not the most intellectually switched on people. Just they're normal members of society, but they might be like considered dumb, for example.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians per se make jokes about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be because it's not a disability, but it's like close.
All right. Interesting.
And I think, they were chatting about the fact that maybe in 20, 30 years, that's just not going to be
Allowed.
an area that we broach anymore.
right.
Because it does
Similar
come down to
to-
like economic status. It's punching down.
It's socioeconomic. Similarly to how 10 years ago you could say the R word, and now you can't.
Well, you still say it like, I heard you say it like 10 minutes before we jumped on.
I don't know the R word. Oh,
There's the one he walked in and went,
Oh,
"G'day,
yeah.
R word," and I went, "Oh, I don't think we're saying that word anymore."
Come on, Joe.
And Joe went, "You bloody bet we are, you R word." And I went, "Again, I just don't think we should
And
be."
I was like, Joe, put your freaking robot away, mate. Put your little girlfriend away.
But yeah, I wonder about stuff like this all this tech stuff, and it's almost like it's very like Black Mirror-esque.
Yeah.
A show I've never watched, but I can understand the premise.
Really?
I'm excited to watch it. I'm gonna get into it.
There's
Yeah,
a new
but
Black Mirror season coming out soon.
The
I
thing
wonder
that's-
if it's going to be a part of it.
Scary about Black Mirror in particular is stuff happens in the show, and then it happens in real life. Or
Oh,
like
right.
Similar
Very,
things
very
that are like, oh, this could be an episode.
Can you give us one?
So the best example of an episode is called Entire History of You, and what it is it's about people have a chip or like a camera thing in their eye.
Yeah.
It records everything, so then you can go back and rewind things that happened in your
Like that teddy that you've got in your room.
yeah, like that. And so this guy, for example, he has a meeting with his boss. It doesn't go that well, and then he's in the taxi ride home. He's like replaying it to see like where he messed up.
Right.
And then he has a fight with his girlfriend, and then they're having a fight, and it's like, you said this, you said that. He's like, no, I didn't. And then they like play it back,
Oh.
and just stuff like that.
And how do you think that's already happened?
No, that he said, what's an example of an episode?
Oh, okay.
I want an example of something.
I have an example.
I wanted an example of an episode in which it's then gone on and happened.
Oh, right.
Have you got one?
No. But there is a little bit of this replica thing in Be Right Back.
Yeah, be right back. Yeah.
The girl's boyfriend leaves, gets in a car accident and dies. And she finds out this like AI that like takes all his memory from online
His social media, texts and everything.
and then builds himself
Oh.
and then creates a physical model of him
Yeah.
precisely. And then he gets shipped to the house and then it's like dating a robot.
It starts off with them just texting.
Right.
And it's like, he texts exactly how he would have.
Yeah.
So it feels like you're talking to
And
him.
then she gets a real version of him. And then she's basically like dating him. And then they have like a fight or something. And then it's like really weird because like, you're not really my boyfriend. And then she ends up, I won't spoil it, but yeah.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds pretty
basically this. If this robot or this sex doll was actually a robot that could move and talk, that would basically be the Black Mirror episode.
And so this robot is nothing more than
It's
like
not
a
robot.
mannequin. It's a mannequin.
It's a mannequin and he has the app on his phone.
But once they combine, that'll be the Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Right. So the mannequin can speak.
No. The phone can speak.
Okay.
Hard talking to you, Jackie.
Well, it's just hard to fathom. I'm just finding this.
Yeah, it's a not a common topic.
No, definitely not.
Or at least
Yeah.
not in your circle.
Are we for it? No.
Yeah, okay, what do you think? So do you think that if one of your friends started doing this, what would you react?
He wouldn't be my mate anymore.
I wouldn't be that quick to draw ties.
Oh, he'd get so
Would you
fried by the
try and
boys.
help?
There's a couple of mates of yours who I think may
Not that
have
far
already.
off.
Yeah. I reckon they're in that article. If you look
They're
closely.
gonna be listening to this going, wait a minute. Why is Mimi talking to this guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it would be odd. Be very odd. It would definitely make like you go around for dinner, for example. I mean, Taylor go around and have dinner with Clive and his robot chicken of a girlfriend. You're like, what's going on here? She weird.
Yeah.
She ain't speaking much, man.
You're like,
And she's a rubber.
You're like, can we put some music on? He's like, no, I need Sandra's got to be on the Bluetooth so we can hear it.
That's so bizarre. I don't know if I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to. It's early days in the year, so you'll probably get yours in. I'd say July, Joe. So let us know.
Coming soon.
Yeah, let us know in the coming weeks how it goes. All right, boys, we had this segment on for a debut a couple of weeks ago, and it's boy, oh boy, it's back.
Jake's hot take.
It's time for Jake's Hot Take.
Ooh, duck and cover, guys.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
It's so explosive up in this bitch. This week's episode of Hot Take, Jake's Hot Take.
This week's episode.
Well, soon we're not going to be
Spin
doing.
it off.
Yeah, soon it'll just be me, the camera, and that explosion.
You in a ball of fire.
This week's hot take comes with a little bit of and it's an anecdote. It's got an anecdote to
Love
it.
it.
And then I want to preface the anecdote by asking you a question. What?
It's got an anecdote and a preface.
Well,
Segment is
well,
So backloaded.
Well,
So
it's
much
got
ammo.
structure.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the anecdote.
You do one of those,
The segment has a structure. It's teal.
You know when a book has a
Here we
little
go.
quote to begin.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like what? Because I can come up with none on the
The
spot.
one in
To WW.
the one in Prince Harry's book was the past is not even past or something like that. And he said he got it from Brainy quote later on in the book.
The past is not even past.
Something like that.
Damn.
Okay. Well, I won't come up with one of
that's
them.
fire.
What I'm going to go with, I'm going to tell you the anecdote.
Yep.
And then I'm going to ask you a question after the anecdote to get your thoughts. And then I'm going to tell you what my hot take is.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Chapter 1.
So this is a corporation that I have witnessed closely
Ooh.
Okay.
conduct their business.
Okay.
Let's leave
Yeah.
it at that. Now,
You've peeked under the hood.
I've seen this company. So what's happened here is they've raised a little bit of coin.
Nice.
Oh, good on him.
For who?
A community. They have then, I'm trying to be as broad as possible, right?
Nice.
They have then gone to this community
Yeah.
and presented them with the donation, the money that they have received.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Good
that's
idea.
nice.
And yeah,
Pay it
fantastic.
forward.
More donations, the better. And if anyone is looking for somewhere to donate, The MacPack podcast is readily available to receive donations.
Mugs, t-shirts, sweaters, macpack.com.au.
Or just cash. Just send us cash. We won't give you anything. That's what a real donation is. But on this occasion, this business has given a donation to another community. Fantastic incentive.
Awesome.
Fantastic idea. Fantastic initiative to get behind.
Good on them.
They've presented their donation rather loftily, right? If you're going to be subtle,
They write it in the sky.
if you're going to be, essentially, if you're going to be a gentleman about it, you just, hat tip, there you go.
It's behind doors.
I've
It's
given,
harking back to the first story on the podcast.
yeah,
Mm.
the anonymous donation.
Yes.
It doesn't even need to be anonymous. You can just say that you made a donation. As the business, you can take pride in that.
Yeah.
And as the receiver, you don't really care how
You
it
take
is.
the money.
Yeah,
with that.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's all
money.
that's all your role is entailing.
Of course.
Now, the business in question has decided to do arguably the least anonymous thing one can do and present the community with a mega check.
A mega check.
Now, a mega check, Riley, I don't know if you've seen Price the Prize. Prize, what's the one that we're not allowed to say on the podcast? Cost is correct. The Price is Right. Usually pretty good at a mega check.
Or like deal or no
Deal
deal.
or no deal.
Yeah,
Loves a mega
great
check.
at a mega check. It's basically a check.
Bring back
This
deal or no deal.
corporation loves a mega check.
It's like a meter to 1.8 meters long.
Yeah, almost as big as this table.
Yeah, by about a meter
Yeah, it's
high.
got
1.8
trestle
for it.
vibes.
Now, someone who would know how big it is the person who made the mega check, who happens to be the one speaking at the moment, right? That's just very fortunate.
Oh, you made
I
it.
made the mega
Oh,
check,
good on
yeah.
you.
And at the time, I was like, this is...
You
What
wrote
did you
on
print
it?
it on?
I didn't print it. We take it to an external
Okay.
place to get printed, right?
So you designed it.
Yeah, allegedly, anyway.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I've heard. Now, what ended up happening was this mega check was presented to the community,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? And
I don't mind a mega check. It's a cool item.
Yeah, it's a fantastic item. As long as the amount of money on the item is
mega.
enough. Yeah, yeah, is enough to warrant
A mega check.
Yeah, it to be read.
There has to be like enough zeros.
So yeah,
We need
or
this
just
on a bigger
figures, not
form.
even zeros, just figures, just actual numbers
Yeah.
on said check.
What, are we all gonna guess? Not guess, but say our.
I would like to
Yeah.
know, and I'll preface it by saying how much I would imagine a check like this would allegedly cost.
Oh yeah.
It's in the ballpark to get a mega check of the size that I.
Well, they cost a lot of money, just a bit of cardboard.
How much would you think a check would cost?
A big piece of cardboard
A big mega check.
With printing on it.
with printing, 100.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, I would say
Like 85, 100.
50.
Okay, yeah, both unders. It's closer to about $180.
Wow.
Ballpark. You can get a deal. They're between they're probably between $160 to $200. Okay,
Alrighty.
it's got a gloss finish allegedly.
Oh.
It's just a big check, right?
Yep.
If you're getting a mega
It
check,
doesn't actually work at the bank.
no, it doesn't. It's purely for this. It's purely for the
It's
photo.
just the aesthetic.
It's purely for the because then you hand them the small check
Oh, alright.
that they then go and cash at the bank, or you just give them cash, whatever it need be, right?
Cool.
I don't know if you're giving them cash actually. That's anyway.
Could be an inquest into that.
Yeah, allegedly. So what we're doing
Yep.
is asking how big a figure needs to be on a mega check in order for it to, be worth the while of not only the person who's made the check, the person who's received the check, but also the person who's taking the photo of the check and then distributing that. Let's say it goes online.
I'm going to say 5 figures, 10 grand at least.
10 grand minimum for the mega check. Joe?
And
Yeah,
you need to
I-
go 0.00 as well. It needs to look like 7
Yeah.
figures.
So I think-
right. So you need to put you want
10
cent decimals on there as
1
well.
0, comma 000 period 00.
And you want cent okay,
Yeah,
right.
it's got to have the cent decimals. But even when you do dot and then they're slightly higher,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
that's sick. I reckon it depends on the situation. If it's like, say for example, you're giving the money to like the local library or like something kind of small, like kind of quaint.
Yeah.
$5K minimum.
Yeah.
But if it's a corporate donation,
Not on a 1.83.
if it's a corporate donation,
Here we go.
I don't know, like
Like if you're
10 grand isn't that much for like a business. to
Yeah, but
give.
it looks
Ah.
like the figure looks big.
I reckon 50 grand.
wow. So if you're how big is a corporation? So they're got to be like a
Who's donating that much?
if they're a big corp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Must be nice.
And if they were a
See how
small,
they
let's say they were
vibe.
a football club. I don't know what's a small club.
Yeah, then maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna say 5 is the absolute minimum
Yeah.
Okay.
in any circumstance.
Yeah.
It's good to know. It's fantastic to know. We asked the people of Perth, we asked all of our followers who now actually stem across Australia. I asked them exactly this question because I was interested to know.
Yeah.
Because me personally, I would put a 5K limit on. You need 5K on the board as a bare minimum.
Mhm.
Looks after your little local communities, looks after your big wigs, whatever it need be. But 5K is the absolute minimum I would put on a check.
Yeah, because even 5K is a bit like.
Oof.
Oh, really? Gotta make a check for that?
Because what can you cash out if you go to an ATM? You can take, is it $2,000 out a day?
Oh, my limits are pretty high.
Joe just never. But that's the thing. Like, if you can walk up to an ATM and take that out in cash, we don't need a check. We don't need firstly a check or let alone a mega check. The people have responded. A lot of them have said 5K, 5K. One person said a cent, which I think is
I've got to be joking.
that's got to be a gag. A lot of 5K. We've actually had 5K.
Across the board.
Oh, at least 80% of the time, right? So that seems to be it seems to be the running show.
Interesting.
Because if someone had 4 grand, and then you're just
Oh.
like.
Well, what
really?
I'm
And then
gonna-
they spent extra
What
on
I'm
the check.
what I'm going
Yeah.
to tell you now is that the corporation that I'm talking about, who donated the money,
Yeah.
donated less than half of that.
Oof.
Right?
Less than half.
Less than half.
2 grand.
Yeah. Well, less than half. I'm not going to tell you the specific figures,
But it's in the two.
but it would be it's less than 5. It's less than 3. It's more than 1.5.
Oh.
Okay.
It's less than 2.2. And it's more than 1.8.
So how much you say this thing costs?
The thing costs $200. It can be used again, right? It's not.
Oh, if you make the exact same donation.
No. It's like whiteboard marker. You can whiteboard marker it off allegedly.
Oh.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Does it? I don't think it does.
$5.
No, I don't think it does because it's the
Yeah, because
present.
then you can just do gag one.
No, but it's the
It does
present.
change everything.
No,
doesn't
it doesn't.
No, because
it's
they
a
don't
whiteboard-
Presentation.
They
Well,
might
then
already
it-
have one.
Oh,
If I had a mega check every donation,
yeah,
check.
but it looks
Yeah.
stupid.
donating
Do you not-
$50 for my friend doing
No,
the
but that's the
HBF.
thing. You can't.
Mega check.
even payroll day.
I didn't really-
I'm going to
actually-
every desk.
180. These things are cheap.
I might get
I
one.
might get one.
That's funny. Anytime
Every-
if I'm like
Every Thursday on payday,
this is
I'm
gone.
just going.
yeah, when like
It's just going a very
when,
different
when
direction.
the boys Uber back from Freo,
Can you
and
transfer?
Moz messages me like, bro, can you trans the 20? I'll go to his house with a big 1.83 $20 check.
All right.
Here you go, brother.
This is going in a very
That's
different.
so gold.
This is going in a very different
I'm
direction.
gonna need the name and number of this place.
But anyway, I thought it was a silly look. I thought it looked odd to be presenting a mega check with less than $5,000. Do you not think, as a corporation?
Yeah, it's too much.
Like, it's a weird, the amount of time and effort that's gone into.
Like we said, it would be funny as a gag.
Yeah, it's a great
It's
gag.
like a joke. It's like
But if you're doing that out of the kindness of your heart,
yeah,
and you're not getting above, as you said, 10K or at least 5K, I think it looks a little bit silly.
it's like what's funny about clown shoes? They're huge.
Yeah,
That's funny
I
about
think-
checks.
it's massive.
I think also. So with the.
You're doing a lot of maths.
So okay. So if
Class cutout.
hypothetically, if these people donated 2 grand
Yeah,
and the check cost 184,
it's almost 10%.
yeah, it's 9.2%.
Right,
That was
that's a
thrown into
percentage.
this cardboard,
Yeah.
which
They
is a
may as
bit
well
of
have
a
Giving them the extra $200.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll take the 2.2.
The hassle is also goes into then moving the check from location to location. Like, it's not something you can put in the pocket or even the back of your car. Like, you got to clear out. You got to you got to get
Then you
that
gotta go down.
freighted somewhere, right? I don't know. It just seemed like a lot. So my hot take is that no mega check this week. My hot take is that no mega check should have less than $5,000 on it.
Jake's hot take.
And that's Jake's hot take, ladies and gentlemen.
I think we can all agree.
Winter sports or getting on the grog, you still need to take care of your favourite hog, and you can do so with Manscaped. There's nothing wrong with growing out a new coat or manly chest hair to keep you warm this winter. But it's only an issue when you grow some matching fur panties. Oh. Stop waiting the curly cues from down there. Cover up the stars of the show with Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Joey, you can join the 8 million men and Riley, the 6 million balls.
16.
16 million balls.
Jesus, 2 million boys have lost their tests.
16 million balls worldwide who are already using Manscaped by going to manscaped.com and using the code MacPack20 for 20% off plus free shipping. That's right, MacPack20. You get 20% off and free shipping.
Yeah, I think, it's super important. You want to be keeping it trim, keeping it slick. Just because it's winter doesn't mean you don't need to be aerodynamic. And now they've brought it up. They've got this platinum package.
They have the
Manscaped
4.0.
Platinum. Yeah, and honestly, we opened our package that we got. I was shocked how much stuff there was in there.
Yeah, it actually came pouring out.
It's
I was
incredible.
blown away.
Settle.
And you'll get blown away if you start using this stuff. Funny thing about this deodorant, I'm just reading the back of it now. It actually says apply to your underarms or anywhere else. Bit cheeky.
There you go.
Saying you can use it on your testes as well, boys. Use it
love-
wherever you want,
we love
wherever
that.
you sweat.
It's a safer option than doing the waxing. I know you did the testicular waxing a couple of years ago, Joe.
Yep. Pulled off a bit of scrote with that one.
But not with the Manscaped kit.
Never. Never.
They're
Reduced
beautiful.
chance of nicks.
Reduced chance of nicks.
We love a reduced chance of nicks.
And nice and comfy in the hand as well.
And listen to how quiet this is. I bet you won't even be able to hear it on. Barely. Not bad, eh? You can do it in private. No one has to know that you've got
You
the
can do
old
your
trim out.
privates in private.
Hey, yeah.
There you go. So you guys at home can get 20% off plus free shipping just by using the code MacPack20 at manscaped.com. That's right, 20% off plus free shipping just by using the code MacPack20 at manscaped.com. Guys, winter's coming. Make sure your boys are prepared. All right, boys, it's time for another game.
Oh, yeah.
This is one that Joey has made. He's made it his own.
It's always been my own.
Yeah.
I came up with the idea. I'm the only one who's ever hosted
The
it.
intellectual property belongs to one Joe McKenna.
Yeah, although you guys did do the song without my written consent.
You went in the room.
Oh, yeah, we did too. Because you're going to host it. So
Yes. So speaking of the song,
so we thought we'd do
cue
it.
it up, Juggy. It's on the red one. It's on the red one.
Oh, there's no fade in either.
That's how you know.
Yeah, that's it's an early one.
That's an early one. This might have been one of our first games, actually, was it?
Maybe.
Or second?
Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. We need to guess your hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Based on some of Joe's clues. Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. It's a game between us. Who knows who will win?
There you go. It's Oh Hi Mark, which stems from a game, from a movie.
From a movie.
What was the movie, Joe?
The Room and
Room.
The Disaster Artist.
Yes, more known for the Disaster Artist, where we had this young man.
Oh, hi, Mark.
What was his name?
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau. I'm yet to meet a Tommy who's wiser than Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, hi, Mark.
This game basically pins J-Mac and Junior Boy against one another as we guess the bundle of marks that Joe has
Yes.
presented.
Yeah. So as you guys remember, last time we played, I was really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
That's unlike you.
I was running out of marks because I've never repeated a mark.
Haven't you?
No, never.
Oh, okay.
How
dare you? You fucking...
Which makes it quite difficult because
You
turns out it's not actually that.
Have you? When?
Yeah, Mark from the Bible. You've done twice.
No, I haven't.
Mark
I don't think so.
Mark Sinclair. You've done twice.
Who's Mark Sinclair? Is that
Vin
Bob?
Diesel.
Yeah, you've done it twice.
Oh wait, I think
Yeah, 3
maybe
times.
one round we did a. I think we did a
An
like
all-star.
No,
Legends match.
I think we've only played the game 3 times. Imagine
An
having
all-star
3
game.
rounds and then going, yeah, we'll do an all-star.
No, 'cause the
We're
first,
just going to pick 3 of the 6 people we've done
the
previously.
first one was Zuckerberg, Wahlberg, and
McGowan.
The next one was like Mark Twain,
Yeah.
Mark from the Bible, and then there was like a wrestler whose name was Mark, and then we did Vin Diesel,
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
And Mark from the Bible again?
No, I don't know.
Tiernan.
But
yeah, we did Joe's
Joe's
friend.
different.
We did Joe's
You
friend.
also did Olivia's dad.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Olivia's dad. That
but
sounds not appropriate. When you say it like that.
I've hit a gold mine.
A gold mark.
Yeah, a gold mine because I realized
There's a whole different.
some Marks spell their name with a C.
Oh, Marc Gasol.
Mark Sol, that's one of them.
Yeah, there we go. Is the only-
Because when I Google, was my prep for the game, when I Google famous Marks, they weren't coming up. 'Cause their name's not, that's not how they spell the name.
There you go.
You've got a whole different chapter.
The most intelligent man on the panel who's only just worked out that you can spell
I
Mark
wonder if there's a
a
CK.
multitude of ways.
Let's
Mark.
see, yeah,
That's
maybe.
Mac.
All right.
Hey, Mac.
So as Jake guessed, we got Marc Gasol.
Who's Marc Gasol?
He's a
Pau Gasol's brother.
I know.
Oh, okay.
basketball
For the
player.
listeners.
Yeah.
NBA player.
We've got Mark Maron,
Yeah,
comedian,
comedian and podcaster.
He was one of the forefathers of podcasting.
Can podcaster be in your title?
It's in mine.
He's like,
Jake podcaster McKenna.
no, he's like very popular podcast. Like he used to.
That's
Kinda like ours,
Same here.
And lastly, we've got Mark Jacobs,
Oh, the
the fashion
does
guy.
he do watches?
Oh, Mark Jacobs.
No, he's a designer. He does like perfume and stuff.
I think I actually have a Mark. This will test
Maybe
me.
you do.
I think I might have a
does
Mark Jacobs wallet.
He does a lot of women's.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't then.
He does. a
No,
lot
he
of
does.
women's
He does
stuff.
men's stuff as well.
Okay, I'm not sure. I don't really carry my wallet. It's a lovely wallet.
All right, test out your buzzers, guys, because we're jumping straight into it.
Riley.
Jake. They both work.
Yep, they work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we've got
Best of 5.
5 and then a
Bonus.
What'd you say? A bonus one. Yep.
In case. Of
All right.
emergency.
So yeah, just buzz in.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
it.
whatever.
So we got Gasol,
Maron
Maron,
and Jacobs.
and Jacobs.
Okay.
All right. Let me just get the scoreboard ready. Yep. Because usually I forget. Usually I forget to do the scoring. I just kind of give it to whoever I thought was vibing the most. All right. Who says that they used to deal with stress by eating McDonald's, KFC, and junk food?
Jake, I'm going to go Mark Maron.
I'm gonna go Gasol because, like, why would it be a thing?
You're both wrong.
Oh, really?
Jacobs.
Mark
It was
Jacobs.
Jacobs, yeah.
Do you know what Mark Jacobs looks like?
No,
No, neither. But
Yeah,
my
neither.
image of him is he's just put on 200 kilos.
No, he lost the weight. He got super into going to the gym and stuff. Now he works out 2 hours a day.
It's not doing much.
Well, there you go. Hopefully that's not a future
Yeah.
question.
Okay. Who had?
Who works out for at least 2 hours a day?
I've got 4. Who had the nickname the Big Burrito?
Riley. Gonna have to go Gasol.
Yeah, I'm going to go Gasol as well.
Seems like a basketball thing.
Correct.
Bang.
That was his
I get it right.
nickname when he played.
I was first.
We both getting that?
No, Riley's getting that. You got to first.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. That was
Make-
his nickname when he played college or something.
The burrito.
The Big Burrito.
I'm sure he's glad he lost that name.
Which of the marks has featured on Simpsons, SpongeBob, and South Park?
Maron.
Jake.
Oh, Riley
Sorry,
didn't-
mate.
Riley didn't
You
buzz in.
slipped on your buzzer and you accidentally pressed the Maron buzzer.
Sorry, is Mark Maron in the room playing the game? I don't think so.
Mark Maron.
Riley, you don't have a guess?
Well, that's never good news, is it?
I'm gonna go Gasol. I feel like they've done NBA episodes.
Nah, it's Jacobs.
Fuck me. Can we get an identity on Mark Jacobs? Who is this man? Does he make? I don't know.
Watches.
Who
Got a lot of
out
free
of them went to school in
He must.
Albuquerque?
Jake.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep saying it until we get one. Maron.
He's correct.
Oh.
There we go. So it's one each,
Nice.
and we've
One
got
each,
one
yeah.
to go.
Huge.
One to go and a tiebreak.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Tough to tie break unless
we
we
both-
fucking airball.
Who has
It's like Gasol.
met?
But go start again.
Okay, which of them have met Obama?
Riley.
Yeah.
It's got to be Jacobs. Jacobs got to be decking Obama out in the freshest suit and watch on his way to his presidential.
I'm going.
Win.
I'm gonna get in here. Marc Gasol, did he ever win the finals? He did. He was on a team.
Did he? No.
He was on the Toronto Raptors in 2018, 2019.
Was
And
he
he would have
really?
met Obama.
Jake has absolutely nailed it.
Bang!
I also would have accepted.
He rode the bench.
I would have also accepted Mark Maron for famously interviewing Obama while he was the president. But Marc Gasol also played in front of Obama in Game 2, 2019. Obama was in the stadium for the Toronto versus Golden State game. Can only assume he's chatting to the players.
That's fair. But he also saw him in the presidential suite after they won the game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. There you
Come
go.
on,
That's what I was
reset.
thinking about. I didn't think Mark ever won.
Yeah, he rode the bench
Well, there you go.
on that Raptors side. I
Good
believe.
game. Jake
Yes.
wins.
That's huge.
But-
well done,
But
Joe.
Mark Maron famously interviewed Obama. It was like Obama. It was like kind of put podcasting on the map nationally because in America because like people didn't really know what it was until Obama went on,
Yeah, right.
and Obama famously said the N-word on the podcast.
Whoa.
Really?
Netball.
No, he said the N-word. They were talking about racism and stuff, and he said it in context, and he was a bit controversial at the time.
What was Mark's response? I feel like I'd be
Maron,
quite...
he was saying it. No, he was saying it all episode.
Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero. Now, I believe, Riley,
Hey.
you've got a gym-themed Everyday Hero, which must mean that this is incredibly the last member of the gym who is yet to receive an Everyday Hero. So congratulations to this young man, and congratulations to your gym for quite literally having every attendee now be awarded with an Everyday Hero.
The gym class heroes.
There you go.
Well, funny you bring that up, Jakey boy, because this wasn't actually at my gym.
Dun,
Right.
dun.
Well, you do have about 19 that you seem to frequent, one of which you pay for,
It was a rainy day,
allegedly.
Tuesday night. It was a rainy Tuesday night. And I was like on the way to the gym after work. And I was like, oh, my gym's always so busy and it sucks at 9:30. Like, it's just pumping with like uni students. And I know like at least like 10 people in the gym. So it's like you do that the awkward like. Just like the awkward, oh, g'day, mate.
Yeah, because there you go. Oh, thanks for the award, buddy.
Yeah.
You do like...
That's how you kept getting in for free.
You do like, hey, g'day, mate. Yeah, whatever. So I was like, oh, I really don't want to go to my gym. But there's a gym just down the road from mine, but I don't have a tag to get in. So I parked
Which is a common theme in these.
But I'm usually with my mates and they'll let me in. So, but I parked in front of this gym without any way of entry. And I just like looked if there was anyone inside. And luckily there was 2 people inside. And I was like, oh, perfect.
Have we heard this one before?
I think you've told this before.
No, there's another one. There's another one.
Okay, let's
And
go.
Are you sure?
yeah, I told another one with Cheesy where someone let me in.
All right, keep going. We're
Yeah.
excited for it to be exactly the same as one we heard 2 months ago.
I told you this joke and you were like, yeah, that's really good.
Oh, maybe I have heard it.
Anyway, so I was sitting out the front and I was like, oh, gotta wait for someone to come out and I'll just quickly sneak in, right? So I pretended to be on the phone. And I was just like talking on the phone and then just like slowly was getting out of my car as this guy was walking over to the door. And then as he was going for the door, I was like, bang, slam my door shut, pretend to be talking really loud on the phone, can't chat right now, just let me in through the door as he opens it and he holds it for me. I'm like, oh, thank you, mate, have a good one, alrighty, love your work. And I'm bang, I'm in their gym. No paying, just in. Through the doors, right? Cruisy. And then I just
Please
go.
don't be it.
And this is actually the gym that Joe goes to.
I'll be telling bleep about it.
Right, and I know it's a good gym because I used to go there. So I was like, oh, it's lovely. There's only one person in here.
Is this the night that you asked to use my pass?
Nah,
Okay.
but weeks before. So I was
I
like,
didn't let him, if you're listening, bleep.
so I was doing a nice leg day, and then the other guy left the gym. So now I'm alone in a gym that I don't pay for, and I'm like, oh,
Allegedly.
and like I know down the road, it is packed to the rafters. Right?
That's why I go to
The
this
whole
gym.
car park
I
is
love a
full.
quiet gym.
And I'm by myself in a random gym that I don't even pay for. I'm like, oh.
Allegedly.
I was like, this is elite. This is the best thing that could ever happen to me. And I'm enjoying myself so much that, you know, I got the beats playing. I'm in my own gym. I'm just walking around using a bunch of different machines at the same time. Just like, oh, this is so good. I can do whatever I want. Walking around, looking in the mirror, just like, fucking, this is
A lot of
my
looking in the
gym.
mirror, I bet.
You know, you can just sing to yourself while you're working out. Da-da-da. It's just enjoying. Went and did a big poo in the toilet.
My God.
And then I was like, all right, well, I'm finished. Finished leg day. Another successful leg day. I'm going to head out the doors.
Can I interject for a second?
Hey.
So I go to that gym, and a couple times I have been there by myself, right?
So good.
I get a bit
Scared.
a bit freaked because like, especially if I'm in like, say I'm doing like pull downs or whatever.
Yeah.
I got my headphones in. I'm facing the wall. My back is. I'm super worried that someone's gonna fucking stab me.
Yeah, that's a fair enough.
You
That is
got
completely
mirrors
fair
everywhere.
enough.
Just turn around and look in the mirrors.
Yeah,
No, that's a completely fair enough fear. I
I
reckon.
get what you mean, but like those gyms are like boom, boom, boom. Like it's a very lively place.
Yeah, no one will be able to hear
And
my
it's-
screams.
Yeah.
and it's so light.
They'll be like, damn, that guy's working legs hard.
Damn, those guys are really good gym bros. Yeah, but I really like your gym. I really like your gym as well. You know, they got the pigeon rackings at the
Pigeonholes,
front.
yeah.
Yeah, where you throw your keys, and it's very trustworthy. Everyone at the gym in these gyms, they're not going to kill each other. They're very trustworthy. You leave your keys at the pigeon.
Put that on the brochure.
You leave your keys at
Probably won't get.
the. You leave.
Probably won't. Everyone's pretty friendly. You probably won't get killed. It's $14.50 a week. See you there.
Everyone's very friendly. You leave your keys at the pigeon racking.
Yeah.
Pigeonholes. And they just sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, however long you work out. And they're there by the time you leave. And I'm like, perfect. Anyway, so I'm by myself working out. Da-da-da-da-da. Great leg day. I'm finished. I'm going to head off, right? And then I'm walking out. And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm missing this old gym. I used to go here like a year or two ago. Swing the door open, go to my car, grab those keys out of my pocket. Oh, no, I've left them in the pigeon racking inside.
Oh, scenes.
And now I can't get it back into this gym. And I was like,
And also, it's usually people would have the thing on their keys.
yeah.
So it's weird to not be able to, I can't get in. Like, I left my keys there. Like, oh, fair enough. And then
Yeah.
they grab like,
Why you
your
got
keys
the-
don't even have the thing on
I don't
it.
have the tag. So I like got to my car and I was like, patted my hand things, and I looked back and I was like, bro, I snuck into this gym, and the one time I forget my keys. Well, I've never forgotten my keys at the gym before. First time I look around the car park, deserted.
And at this point, are you thinking your chances of being murdered are increasing now that you're outside of the gym?
A little bit. So and then I'm like,
Because the brochure doesn't extend to the car park. The brochure's only that little bit where they say you probably won't get murdered is only when you're within the four walls.
Yeah, they don't hand out any brochures in the car park.
and then I look down at the busy gym that I usually go to, packed, and I'm like, mate, if I left my keys in there, I could just knock on the door, someone would let me in. Perfect. I shouldn't have gone to this gym tonight. I don't understand that. I'm like, do I walk home? It's like midnight. Do I walk home now, get Joe's keys, walk all the way back?
That'd be a violation of gym policy.
Right? So I was just standing there. I was like, bro. And I turn around. And then in the corner of the car park, in the black corner. And there's like this real corner, like near the,
Yeah.
in the very back corner of this car park. It's
Yeah,
just
like
pitch
the-
black. There's
the
no lights.
Car park goes up against the wall.
Yeah, and it's just pitch black. Right?
And it's just, yeah.
And
brochure for that place must be
and I look over there and I see a little silhouette of a man standing over there, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe this guy goes to this gym.
Maybe he lives on the
He is
street.
close to it.
Yeah, and
Looking for victims.
and I'm like, for some reason, I'm not scared.
He knows he's not allowed to kill in the gym.
And I'm not scared at all. And I just go and ask this guy, I'm like, hey, brother, do you go to this gym by any chance? And he's like, yeah, I do. I was like, mate, I left me keys on the interior. You've got to help me out here. And then he scans me in, and I'm like, you're done.
You're not allowed to scare people in.
I'm not allowed to scam people in who don't go to the gym, dude. I'm going to tell the PTs about you. But yeah, he let me into the gym, and he saved me from having to walk home from the freezing cold, freezing, raining, cold night.
And what was he doing
I was
there?
abandoned. He was going to hit the gym after. He was just on
did
the
he?
phone.
Oh, he was he was doing what you're doing, pretending to be on the phone.
He's like, I'm waiting for you to let me in, bro. But yeah, he let me in, and he saved me. What a man. I was stranded in no man's land. I was almost getting caught. I was like, well, I can't leave it overnight. Like, how am I going to go and knock in the morning and be like, hey, I snuck in here last night. If I left my freaking keys there, though, can I have them? And they'll be like, no. Yeah, it's private property. But yeah, what a man. He let me in. Saved me.
That's lovely. That's what you like to hear. Does he have a name?
He's my gym bro.
They're all your fucking gym, bro. All right, this week's Everyday Hero, episode 144, if you can believe it. It's also the 132nd time Riley's awarded an Everyday Gym Bro, but it's going to this young man for his efforts in breaking protocol
Why are you waving?
and sending
It's not the end of the show.
as much as you want it to be, not quite.
You're doing your wrap-up voice.
All right, boys, that brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast. Thank
Sorry, I just did the biggest yawn.
There you go. You just waved for the last 30 seconds of the last
I'm
segment.
ready for bed.
And spend the next time yawning. My question, Joe, before we do wrap up, for those playing along at home, we obviously talked about a check that costs less than $3,000, but more than $1,500.
Yep.
Is that figure a similar price to how much you paid your AI girlfriend?
So basically what it was a one-off down payment.
Yeah.
And then some sort of usage fees going on. Obviously maintenance, wear and tear is
Right.
very big.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's affordable.
Do you know if
It's
there's,
manageable.
if there's some way my mates are going to be able to scan me into their AI girlfriends?
Well, that was going to be my next question. The brochure. I know Riley's gym one says you probably won't get killed. Your AI one, does it also mention that you may or may not be killed?
Buy it.
Yeah.
Buy the girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to buy one, but yeah.
I haven't thought about that.
Okay.
Hopefully not. But yeah, it can never be too safe.
No.
You know, it's content's king. It could make for a good segment.
My AI girlfriend killed me. Good title for an episode.
Yeah.
We'll
Good.
call that.
Mark Tiernam didn't get a mention in today's Hi Mark.
No, he didn't.
Did he listen to the last step?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, he does still listen.
Okay.
Yeah, even though he's moved over east, but when we catched up when he was caught up when he was here, yeah, he still listens. His girlfriend was listening to the emo episode, and she sent me a message saying she thought that bit was hilarious.
Oh, massive. There you go.
Thanks.
So yeah, I'm sure you'll love it. Shout out.
Shout out, yeah, shout out to her. If you also want to shout out, make sure to ping our DMs or ping us a review on Apple Podcasts or via YouTube. Just leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll be sure to give it a little read out. We've actually had a handful of people, really nice people, give us 5 stars on Spotify, which we appreciate.
Lovely.
They're anonymous donators.
Mm.
Because you don't get any feedback on that. You just see the stars. Everyone keep getting 5s, which I absolutely,
Yeah.
it's beautiful to
I
see.
love you guys.
And I must admit, the community is growing rather rapidly down here at the MacPack podcast, which is quite exciting. So if you haven't already told your friends to get on board, make sure that you do so. We're having a lot of fun. And yeah, it's great to see so many people get in contact with us regarding like the checks and balances when we ask the questions and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The,
So
the
that's,
polls.
yeah, they're always fantastic. So if you want to be a part of it, make sure that you're getting involved on Instagram as well.
Yeah, and even if we don't read yours out, doesn't mean it didn't give us a chuckle, but it probably didn't.
Boys, until we do this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to
Go give your mum a hug.
it's chuffing now, but not forever.